Welcome to Global Pulse, where today's complex drama in Washington isn't just headline news. It's a clash of ideology, power, and American priorities that could shape global perceptions of U.S. governance. The U.S. government shutdown is poised to enter its second week, and once again, Congress finds itself polarized, caught between rival spending priorities, immigration debates, and high-stakes negotiations. Americans are frustrated, uncertain, and increasingly concerned about who is fighting for their interests. Let's break down what led us to this critical juncture. Speaker Mike Johnson recently canceled all House votes after Senate Democrats failed to advance the budget resolution. According to House Republicans, the House did its job, passing a straightforward, bipartisan 24-page, continuing resolution, essentially a stopgap bill to keep the government running while negotiations continue. The House sent this over to the Senate, expecting a quick approval and a reopening of government services. But that didn't happen. The process stalled as Senate Democrats, led by Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, rejected the House's plan, opting instead to push forward an alternative funding bill with additional provisions, thus raising the stakes of the shutdown. So what are Democrats demanding? The point of contention centers on healthcare funding for undocumented immigrants. Republicans say Democrats refuse to defund illegal alien healthcare, insisting instead on expanded benefits. But, as the segment highlights, fact-checkers and media voices are casting doubt, muddying the waters for average Americans. Steve Scolli's claims Democrats' alternative bill includes roughly $1.5 trillion in new spending. Key among those provisions, the repeal of verification requirements for health care, which, if passed, could open eligibility to undocumented migrants. Scolli's uses a vivid metaphor. It's like having a nightclub where only those over 21 can enter, but Chuck Schumer passes a rule saying staff can't check IDs. Anyone gets in. Estimates suggest this could result in illegal migrants receiving about $200 billion in taxpayer-funded healthcare money. Scolli says should be going to rural hospitals and vulnerable communities. The numbers matter, and the battle comes down to a few votes. In the Senate, breaking the filibuster requires 60 votes. Scolli argues that pressure is mounting on moderate Democrats to end the shutdown by siding with Republicans. So far, 3 Democrats have changed sides, but Republicans need 5 more to secure victory. The stalemate is about more than just numbers. It's about influence. Scolli accuses the Democratic leadership of capitulating to far-left forces and socialist voices, saying that leaders like Schumer are more concerned about appeasing progressives, such as Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, than serving all Americans. For Democrats outside New York, Scolli argues, the party is being held hostage by New York politics while essential services like troop pay and federal assistance hang in the balance. This debate quickly turns personal and political. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, representing the Democratic side, argues that Republicans are scapegoating minorities, blaming undocumented immigrants for funding, woes and security issues. Kelly calls these narratives misleading and divisive, claiming Republicans just like to blame brown people. Scolise fires back, calling Democratic dismissals gibberish. He blames Democrats for opening the borders, allowing up to 20 million undocumented people into the country, and failing to secure communities from violent crime. He claims Democrats created this mess by not having a plan and allowing criminal elements to thrive. The argument escalates, with Scolise challenging Democrats to explain why their own bill, the one Senate leaders are advocating, explicitly removes verification measures for health care, potentially incentivizing illegal immigration. Will we see traditional horse trading, political compromise that finally ends the standoff? Scolise is adamant. There's nothing to trade, he says. The continuing resolution passed by the House 2 weeks ago mirrors the same funding levels that Schumer previously supported in March. So, where's the Chuck Schumer from March? Scolise asks, accusing Democrats of political gamesmanship. He calls for a return to work negotiations on specific appropriations. Bills can happen once the government is reopened. The ongoing standoff, he argues, is holding the American people hostage, jeopardizing pay for troops, benefits for women, infants, and children, and the basic functioning of key government programs. For Scolise and Republicans, the only path forward is ending the shutdown now, not bending on core principles, especially the issue of health care for undocumented immigrants. While this debate rages in Washington, global observers are watching closely. A government shutdown signals dysfunction to allies and adversaries alike. It raises questions about American stability, prioritization, and leadership. For U.S. voters, the battle is personal. Government workers are furloughed. Military families face uncertainty, and essential programs risk disruption. The choices Congress makes now will echo through future negotiations, setting precedents for how budget conflicts, immigration, and healthcare are handled. As hardline positions persist, the stakes grow higher. Troop pay delays could undermine morale. Rural hospitals, already stretched thin, may face catastrophic losses. If verification disappears, healthcare resources risk being overwhelmed in some parts of the country. Partisanship, blame, and division threaten more than just policy outcomes. They threaten public faith in the legislative process. With Speaker Johnson set to bring the House back into session on Monday, the pressure intensifies. Republican leaders urge citizens to contact Democratic senators, urging votes to reopen the government and keep negotiations alive. The message from the GOP is clear: end this madness and give Americans the stability they deserve. Yet, Democrats insist the shutdown is being weaponized to scapegoat minorities and frame the debate around immigration and health care. Both sides remain entrenched, and it is likely, at least for this week, that the deadlock will persist. In a world where every domestic showdown has global ramifications, the U.S. government shutdown is more than a budgetary squabble. It's a test of democracy's capacity to function, a reflection of America's internal divisions, and a warning for international partners and rivals. As the images of closed offices, angry citizens and dueling politicians circulate. Allies wonder about American reliability and focus. Adversaries see opportunities in gridlock. For viewers across the globe, this drama demonstrates why America's internal battles matter on the world stage, shaping everything from trade to foreign aid, military readiness to global reputation. Stay tuned to Global Pulse for the latest updates, where analysis goes beyond headlines and into the heart of the policy battles redefining America and the world.